Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back, everyone. It's Scootsy16 with another Shuffle Draft Showdown. I am set and ready to go for our next challenge. This one, as you may have seen by the title, okay, Boomer. The goal of this challenge is going to be the oldest team I can possibly draft. We're going to be the Herbisaurs for this one, as they are dinosaurs and they're ancient. So that's who we're going to be starting with for this draft. Couple of rules before I jump into this. I just want to let you all know I will be aiming to have the oldest team I possibly can. However, I can't always draft the oldest player because I need to fill out a full roster if we want this team to be viable in any way, shape, or form. So keep in mind that while I may not always draft the oldest player, I will attempt to wherever possible, and I want to try and aim to have the oldest team I can possibly draft with the options that I am given. So that's what we're doing here today. We'll see how good this team can be, and let's get it started. So taking a look at ages only, and there's some really good options on this list. So my heart's already breaking. But we have Jock at 29, we have Shady at 20 or 31, and I believe she was our first pick of the ladies' night. Shuffle Draft Showdown if you didn't get a chance to see that one. Slip is 30. We have 36-year-old Gina Torrens. We have 32-year-old Willie Bacon. And then we have Lester Bronco at 31. So I think for this one, I will go with the oldest player possible. That would be Gina Torrens, the second baseman, will be on the team for us. So let's get started with her. First round, Gina Torrens. I bet not many of us would pick her in any other shuffle draft except for this one. All right, so with Doyen at 29, we have Kat Stanza at 31, Ice Vayner at 31, Shania's 27, Sancho at 21, and I think we have our answer here. Charlie frickin' Lopez, the shortstop, will be joining our team. 38 years old, by far the oldest player on this in this set of players. So let's see what Charlie can do during a full season. All right, next we're starting strong with Kasha Emmon, who is 35, but she's a shortstop, so it's likely we won't be drafting her. We have 21-year-old Yolanda, 31 for Runda, 37 for Stacy Staples. Maybe we have our starting catcher. 29, 31, 28, and 29. So I think we're going to go with Stacy. We're definitely going to need to work on getting some pitching in here pretty soon, but Stacy Staples at 37 is going to be our starting catcher. So good start for us. I think I like her in the catching position, but we'll see what else we can get here. Wanda at 32, that might be a good option for us. 32 for Lloyd, 27, 23. 36 for Spike Pena, 28 for Beavis, and 21 for Dick Lucas. So we do either Spike Pena at 36 or Wanda at 32 as our starter. I think I'll go with Spike because he can flex to the starting rotation if we don't end up getting any good options there. So Spike's going to come in for us. Our first pitcher of the draft. All right, taking a look at this group here, we have 29, 31, 37 is Joseph Broseph. Joffrey Rockman is 36. 35 for Stu, 35 for Chasey, 31 and 31. So we have a lot of old people, the youngest being Dr. Cornice at 29. So we do, the oldest player would be Joseph Broseph. Good option there. We could go Joffrey at 36. We could go Chasey at 35. Nora 31. I think we go with either Joffrey or Joseph, and I think because we don't have a starting pitcher yet, I think Joffrey's going to be our number one ace starter at 36 years old. Lefty Joffrey Rockman will join the squad. All right. Grace at 36. Ooh, a good option there. We also see Henry Hamster at 30. We see 34-year-old Vinder Hawkins. What do you know at 38, 31, and 30? So a lot of old people here too. Grace at 36. 34-year-old Vinder Hawkins, or do we do 38-year-old What do you know? I think I'm going to go with Woody here. I don't think he gets a lot of love, so I would love to go with Grace, but if I'm going to go with a relief pitcher, I can't justify going younger. I said I want to try and go as old as possible, so Woody is going to be our pick here. Bullpen starting to fill out. 31-year-old Hieronymus Jackson in the outfield would be great. 30-year-old Arsenio Armstrong. 31, 23, 31. Sturdy Woodman at 38. 25-year-old Kimmy Smoke, and then Guy Gold. So it would be oldest is Sturdy. Could be our first baseman. We could go with Jerry Ronner. What is it? 31, 31. And then Hieronymus is 31 as well. Ugh. So Fabio and Jerry would be good options here. But I think I want to try and see how this plays out if I stick to oldest player possible where I can. So I'll go with Sturdy Woodman as the 38-year-old first baseman to join the team. Alrighty. Interesting to see how this is playing out so far. We've had some good options, some really tough decisions to make. KO is 38 years old. Alberto Roberto is 37. Spitz 36. Hercules at 31. And Ava at 33. So oldest is KO for sure. And I think we can just go straight to her. I think Spitz would be a good option. I like Ava Blanc as a good option as well. But actually, I'm going to go with Spitz here. 36-year-old left fielder. We don't have an outfielder yet. Nope, I'm going to go KO. I'm going to stick to my guns here. I'm going to stay with the oldest player. We'll get our second starter in the rotation. So now we have 25, 27, 31, 32, 21, 30, 29, and 31. So Windy Wheels is the oldest. He's also a center fielder, and we don't have one yet. So we're going to go with Windy Wheels in center field. He will have enough speed to cover the outfield for us. So get Windy in here. Alrighty, continuing on, 28, 36. So Olaf is a good option here. 38 for Irene. We have 25, 29, 27, 22, and 34. Langdon Strider is a good option. The oldest player is Irene Fast at 38, and I think her in right field is not a bad option. Olaf would be a really good starter in the rotation, however. I'm going to go with Irene Fast, so we're still sticking to that oldest player mentality wherever I possibly can. Marco is 36. Norton 31, Steve 32, Buck, Garth 29, 29, 29, and 28. So 36, 31, 32. Marco DeMarco at 36 years old. He would actually take center field from Windy Wheels. It's an interesting option, and I think I will do it. So now we're starting to really stack up on the offensive side again, which is starting to backfire on us, but that's what we're doing, staying old, and that might backfire on us. All right, Milo at 29. I thought he was older than that. Ugh, I guess I just never knew. Sirloin at 37. Boomer at 34. Now, I'm really tempted to get him for the OK Boomer meme, but I definitely feel like we should go with the pitcher if we're going to make a choice there. 31, 29, 23, 32, and 28. Sirloin is 37. He is a closer. We'll take another player pitcher in the bullpen. Hopefully we can get some scholarly players to avoid that crossed up trait getting worse. But let's go ahead and put Sirloin into our bullpen. So now we have a closer. All right. Carloco, 29, 29, 30, 38 is Grump Everbright. 29, 24, 20, and 31. I guess we go with Grump here at 38. Incredibly old and scholarly. So that's a good option there. So we're going to bring in Grump into the bullpen. Now we'll get to see 26, 26, 27, 30, 37 is Chase Sabuli. 27, 29, and 28. So Chase is our second catcher. And it looks like that would actually bump a couple players around. I'm happy with bringing him in as our second catcher. He's a really good catcher. Not good offensively, but we can handle that. So Chase, come on in. We now have both of our catcher spots taken care of. All right, Kobe at 31, Bruno 31, 21, 31, 37, 30, 27, and then 31. So I know that Leonard Ramiro is the oldest here at 37, but I think it might be time for me to break from this plan and go with Jerry Ronner, who's 31. Let me see who else. The next oldest. So yeah, Jerry Ronner in this group is the next oldest behind Leonard. I think I want to go with him just so we can get that third starter in the rotation. Ian Fielder is tempting for me for sure, but I'm going to go with Jerry on this one. So Jerry Ronner will get drafted. We now have 3 out of our 4 starters. All right, 31, 22, 34, 21, 29, 34, 27, and 29. So it looks like it would be between Leonel Martinez, first baseman and left fielder, or Mark Harbormouth at 34 as our last starter in the bullpen, and a surprise bat off the bench with that 77 power. 31-year-old Emilio Idoia could be an option as well. I think I like Mark Harbormouth here. 34 years old. He'll be our 4th starter, so we don't have any more starters that we need. Let's bring him in. And now we've actually gotten to that tier 2 for Scholarly as well. All right, Chip Duffers. Looks like he's going to be our guy here, which would move Gina Torrens. He's 37. Roberto is 36, 31, 26, 26. 35-year-old Clyde Oliver, and then we have 29 and 30. I thought Bubba was older as well. So it comes down to either Chip Duffers at 37 or Roberto Alba, excuse me, at 36. So if I was to pick between the two, I should pick Chip. What's Clyde? 35. I'm going to go with Chip here. He can also play shortstop. We can move a couple of these players around as necessary, but we'll bring in Chip. He actually gets the starting spot at second base. All right, 21, 23, 27, 20, 26, 30, 29, and 32. 32 is the oldest. Seymour Sox would be a good bench outfield option, so I am going to go with Seymour on this one. No one else is really that old. The next oldest is Kyrone Throne, and he is I guess he's a relief pitcher. Let's go with our oldest player, Seymour Sox. We still need an extra infielder and an extra outfielder and one more relief pitcher. All right, so 27, 21, 23, 19, 27, 27, and 19. So a batch of young guns here. The oldest being 27. That's either Alfonso Delgado, Smokey Ash, or Linus Digby. Yeah, everybody else is older. So Linus would be a bullpen pitcher, not a good one. Smokey Ash would be a third baseman, which we still need, but so would Alfonso Delgado, and he's got a little bit more flexibility. So I think I'm going to go with him as our third baseman. So Alfonso comes in. We have gotten all of our chemistries up to tier 2, which is good. All right, now we need one more. What did I just draft? Third baseman. So now we just need one more outfielder and one more relief pitcher. All right, Otto is 25, 28, 28, 29, 26, and 29. So we're not going to go with Garth. He is a starter. We don't need a 5th starter. We can do Tig Tantrum at 31. 28. Where did that come from? 28, 28. Or Hugh Jacobs at 29. So he's the oldest. I think I'll go ahead and draft him just because he's the oldest and we need that relief pitcher. So let's go with him. He might be the youngest on this team, actually, though. All right, so we need an outfielder. Wait, hold on one second. Let me view my roster really quick. We have 2 catchers. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 infielders. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 outfielders. So we need 1 infielder, 1 outfielder. So we got Nori Miyoshi, 30, 29, 27, 27, and 21, Diego Fordo. It's going to be Nori Miyoshi, as she's the only left fielder we naturally have on this team. Let's bring her in. 30 years old. And now we just need an infielder. So Hanzo at 22, Duder at 31, Rusty at 19, and then 26-year-old Pan Knibbles. We're going to go with Duder Eldarino, 31 years old. He's going to be our last draft pick, and we put this team together. So let's go ahead and take a look at the team in our breakdown and see, as we're going to do a new season. And we are going to... I'm going to have to start clearing out some space. As we've done before, I'm going to do 162 games. I can't remember if I do the auto runner. I'm going to say no to that. We'll keep playoff teams at 8. We'll do max playoff series. And then we will do no to the shuffle draft that we already started. So here we go. We have good speed for old guys. All right, so the Herbivores, the Boomers, are... the team that we went with. And looking at age, 27-year-old Alfonso Delgado is the youngest player on the team, followed by Hugh Jacobs, and then everyone else is over the age of 30. We don't have anyone over the age of 38. Taking a look at the suggested lineup for us, this is what we'll be seeing most of the time. I'll show the no DH one here in just a second. But it looks like they want to stick Gina at second, Sturdy at first, Irene in right field, Stacy Staples behind the plate, Charlie at short, Nori in left field, Marco DeMarco in center, Wendy Wheels will be our DH, and then Alfonso Delgado will be our third baseman. With no DH, that would be Gina, followed by Sturdy, then Irene, then Stacy, then Charlie, Marco, Wendy, and Alfonso Delgado, and then the pitching spot. So they actually put Wendy Wheels in left field, and we'll pull Miyoshi off the field for the pitcher. So that's the team. Here's the old guys and gals. Not a single one with gray hair, actually, which is pretty impressive that we managed to draft this whole team and no gray hair showing at all. Okay, let's go ahead and sim through the entire season as we normally do. I'm going to get all the way down there really quick, and let's see how the Boomers do it. We're going to quick sim the moment it starts. We'll see. Do you think we can make the playoffs? Are we better than the Heater team that was all fast players? Are we better than the ladies' night team? Let's see. Oh, no. These old people could not hang. 70 and 92, which is the worst record in the league. Also, the worst run differential in the league. So, doesn't surprise me that we did not. I guess I'm a bit surprised. Let's take a look at league leaders here and see if anyone makes it onto this list. Look at Marvin Steed. What a show off. All right, let's take a look through. Is anyone on the team? Charlie Lopez with a 298 average, making the top 10 at number 10. No one in home runs, no one in RBIs, no one in the percentages. Oh, Marco DeMarco had a bad year, 192 strikeouts for him. Tough luck, buddy. We see Irene Fast stole 34 bases, so she really did stay true to her name. We have Serlo and Jones with 15 saves, so good for him. We'll see nobody else on any of these lists and no one on those lists. So it did not look like we had a good season statistically either. Let's hop over to the team stats and just see a breakdown here. So Gino, we know she doesn't have the power. She didn't look like she had much of the average either. She did not perform very well. Sturdy Woodman, he kind of was expected to hit a little bit better than this, so that's a letdown. Irene Fast looks like our MVP. 30 home runs and 92 RBIs. A 797 OPS. Not amazing, but pretty solid. We see Stacy played poorly. Charlie Lopez did pretty solid as a base hitter. 38 doubles, 3 triples. He had 188 hits total, which is, he led the team in hits, so that's good to see. Let's see what else. Nori was not notable. Marco had the 18 home runs, but nothing else. Wendy was a letdown. So was Alfonso and Duder. Yeah, everybody else was just really bad. We did see Mark Harbormouth with a home run, 4 RBIs as well. I wonder if he got, wonder if he hit a grand slam. That's a little fun fact there. Heading over to the pitching staff. Let's see how we did. That was bad. Joffrey Rockman was terrible. KO was bad. Jerry was not good. Mark Harbormouth was not good. Yeah, I think we could say that our pitching was definitely the worst part of this team. Spike Pena pitched well, 3.88 ERA, a 1.32 whip. Joffrey actually had the best whip on the team with a 1.26. Let's see. What do you know? Not good. Grump did okay. Hugh and Sirloin, not great. Woof. This was not good. You can see that Spike actually had the same amount of innings pitched as KO Niomo did. This is bad. That's what the problem was. It was our pitching for sure. Yeah, maybe we could have gotten a few different options if we would have gone a different route, but that was the way that it was. So I'll quick sim through the playoffs here. We'll take a look at who the champion was. It will not be the Sawteeth for the third consecutive year or the third consecutive challenge. It will not be them as they did not make it in. But let's see as I'll quick sim. And the Heaters. The Heaters were the team that we ran, almost won a championship for that very fast group of players that we had, which has been our most successful team so far. But they end up winning this one 4-3. Let's do a quick peek at their team, just out of curiosity. The Heaters won the championship based on pitching. Holy moly. Chug, Wanda, Danny, and Yolanda was their number 4 starter. That's insane. They had Stitch, Slick Pickman, Rally Overo, and Lynetta Betta. I imagine Tia here probably got barely any pitching appearances. Let's get out of the playoffs. Tia pitched 86 innings. Wow, even better than Lynetta Betta. Did not expect that, but man, look at that pitching. I guess it's not as good as I thought it was. On paper, it looked way better. Hitting-wise, Nora, Randy, Ava, Kat, Henry, Robin. Yeah, not a big name on the offensive side of things, but man, that pitching staff was lethal. I guess if we take a look at the playoffs, not much better. Danny Deals was lights out. Tia Mayfair with the really wonderful performance, a .61 ERA, best in the bullpen, ironically. Interesting. Well, good for them. They win the championship in our second tournament, or I'm sorry, our third challenge, this being the shuffle draft, where we went all old players. So I hope you like these little one-off videos. Again, there's nothing else invested in these outside of what we do in this video. I would love to hear from you if you have any ideas for different challenges or goals for one of these shuffle draft showdowns. Please share those in the comments below. Make sure that you, if you enjoyed this, please like it and subscribe for the channel because we have a ton of Super Mega Baseball content. And actually, quick note, I do plan, I'm a big Borderlands fan. I do plan to get Borderlands 4 when it does come out. And so I probably will have some content up on the channel around that too. So far, I know it's all been Super Mega Baseball, but that's something that I'm kind of looking forward to playing, and maybe I'll put it up on the channel. So thank you so much for watching. I look forward to seeing y'all next time. Bye, everyone.